Ma'am, just wait. Wait in the car. Wait in the car, please.
Open the car. All right. I'm trying. What's up? Dad, look at me. I'm doing that.
Let's explore an intriguing incident from September 7th, 2018, involving Officer Jonathan Schuler of the Maricopa Police Department. While driving down the freeway, Schuler crashed into a concrete barrier. This event raised concerns about road safety and the everyday risks officers encounter during routine patrols. Fortunately, his fellow officers quickly located him and made contact.
No.
Nothing at all?
Nope, been smoked. Really tired from this week. Finally got into that lab.
Okay.
Ate McDonald's and ate shit on the corner.
Did you have a collision with another vehicle at all?
Schuler minimized the crash, attributing it to a minor distraction from eating McDonald's and adjusting something in his car. However, dismissing distracted driving is significant. It's a major cause of accidents globally.
And my fries.
Okay.
Not paying attention. Ate shit on the curb. Tried to get off the roadway. And here I am.
Okay. Where'd you say your license was?
Yeah.
Who do you work for?
City of Maricopa.
Okay.
So I do have one off-duty weapon right here, just so you know.
Okay.
And then I have one in my truck as well, sir.
Okay.
Insurance.
Oh, okay. So what happened to your car?
Well, driving down the highway, trying to eat my Big Mac and my double cheeseburgers. Trying to punch in the address, and wow. Radio. I fucked up.
What'd you hit?
Curb. Like,
on the freeway or?
Yeah, on
okay.
Gotta be the 202 or something.
Was the tire sparking or something?
I don't know.
That's what we were told. That's what I'm asking.
Oh, okay. No, I don't know. I hit it, and then I was just looking for an exit, found this one, and busted over.
Despite the chaos, Schuler promptly informed others about his weapon, demonstrating his professionalism and commitment to safety even after crashing into a concrete wall.
I called because somebody said you hit a car on the freeway.
Oh, shit. I thought I hit a curb.
Did you? Where were you at when you hit the curb?
I was on the 202, and then I just exited real quick. Trying to find
where are you headed right now? Chandler?
Yeah, Chandler.
Okay.
It wasn't another car he hit. It was the full vehicle.
One of like those rays. Okay. Because there's off-duty to Maricopa.
He was in Scottsdale for HT in school. And I go, what was your role in it? He goes, not that. Okay.
However, the story takes a turn. The other officers weren't fully convinced by Schuler's explanation. They started to suspect he might be under the influence, noting red flags like slurred speech, erratic driving, and the smell of alcohol. Schuler firmly stated that he wasn't on any medications, which could significantly affect the investigation, especially in cases involving potential DUI or medical issues.
Nothing to drink?
Nothing to drink, man.
Your eyes are a little bloodshot watery, you're kind of shaking, and...
I'm shaking because I know how this goes down.
How what goes down?
Well, you're going to investigate me for DUI, most likely.
Well, I just want to make sure to be driving, you know what I mean? All right. Would you mind if I take a look at your eyes then, if you've had nothing to drink?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, perfect. All right. What I want you to do is stand with your feet together, arms straight down at your side. Are you wearing contacts?
No.
Any recent head injuries?
No.
Any eye problems? You ever been diagnosed with any eye problems?
No.
No? All right, what I'm going to do...
No nystagmus.
No, not that. That's kind of weird. You just came from that. All right, so you understand what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pen, I'm going to move it forth, back in front of your face a couple times, follow it with your eyes in your eyes.
Because of the lingering doubts, the officers had no choice but to administer a mandatory DUI test to clarify the situation. These tests are crucial for maintaining public safety on the roads.
Remain in that position until I tell you to begin. Can you touch heel to toe? You need a minute?
I'm nervous as hell. Not gonna lie.
All right, go ahead and begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Screw it there. 6.
At this point, Schuler appeared visibly nervous, increasing the suspicion of a DUI. His fidgeting and shaky behavior were typical signs of intoxication, leading the officers to conduct additional tests. While nervousness is understandable, it often raises red flags for law enforcement.
Taking today?
Prescription ibuprofen, prescription hydrocodone, acetaminophen, or whatever it is. hydrocodone.
Anything else? How long ago did you take the hydrocodone?
Probably an hour before I went to HGN. I had HGN, I don't know if I told you that, but I went to HGN class in PCSO tonight.
The 000s was kind of what we expected. I think with everything else, that you may have either taken more than you were prescribed of the oxy, or you took it too soon to be driving safely in a vehicle. All right? So at this point, you are under arrest for DUI. All right? Okay. I need you to put your hands behind your back for me, please.
Okay. It's my left.
Is that going to cause you any discomfort?
No, you're good.
Okay.
The left one is we just had.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Here's the interesting part. Even though Schuler blew a 0 on the breathalyzer, he still got charged with driving under the influence. It wasn't alcohol, but a mix of medications that made it unsafe for him to drive. This is a good reminder to be careful about how your prescription meds can affect your driving.
It's all your radio.
Yep, all of my SWAT gear and all of that actually is in my, so we're talking rifle mags, flashbangs.
You have flashbangs in your car?
Some gas, stuff like that. We've got to roll at any point. So there's going to be some
Gas as well. Okay.
Yeah. I don't have any, there's no gas, like, I'm not talking CS gas or anything like that.
Y'all carry flashbangs? You have like the little containers?
Box.
Oh, okay. That's,
Yeah, box. Yeah,
I thought you meant like they were on your vest. I'm like, come on, dude.
Nope.
All right. Nothing else on you?
Now, the police are extra cautious. They're not just worried about Schuler's driving, they're also concerned about what's in his trunk. It turns out he's got a lot of weapons. Mixing drugs with weapons makes driving even more dangerous. It's already risky to drive under the influence, but with weapons involved, it becomes a major threat. The chances of violence or accidents go way up.
I just saw him and I just thought, since it's pertinent to that, I'll let him, get on myself. How's...
These are Xanny bars.
Yeah. Well, that's the same thing, but there's two different pills.
Yeah, he's putting pills in here because that's a hell of a lot of Xannies.
But there's more. The cops find 2 bottles with the same labels, but each has different pills. One bottle is full of Xanax. This finding seriously questions Officer Schuler's integrity and suggests he was involved with controlled substances. With this shocking discovery, Schuler is facing major felony charges. The police have to bring him back to the station for more questioning and a thorough investigation.
I got a question for you, bud. You said you took a oxycodone? Hydrocodone, I'm sorry.
Hydrocodone.
4 hours ago? Well, you told me that at the stop.
Yeah.
Were you at Pinal County in Florence when you took it?
Right afterwards.
So afterwards?
Yeah.
Where is that prescription bottle?
Right home. Tracking.
Tracking what? I'm curious. So, you took it while you were there? After the wet lab?
Yes.
What did you retrieve that pill from?
My pocket.
So you just had a loose Oxycontin in your pocket, or oxycodone. So you just had a loose one in your pocket?
Yes.
Did you take anything else?
No.
Well, you told us you took Ambien when you were eating the hamburgers.
Yeah, Ambien. You're right, yeah.
Where'd you get the Ambien from?
I got it prescribed.
Pulled the pill from?
Oh, my pocket.
So you just had loose pills in your pocket?
Yes.
Why would you take a sleeping pill prior to driving a vehicle?
To tell you the truth, because I haven't slept very well.
You're not gonna offend us if you cuss. You're fine.
Okay.
Schuler is in trouble and tries to get out of it by talking about his recent elbow surgery. At first, it sounds like a reasonable excuse, but the more you examine it, the less convincing it becomes. Using medical excuses to avoid trouble can backfire if they're not genuine. In situations like this, being credible and honest is crucial.
Broken in half.
Is that what it was, though?
Yeah.
Okay. This is Adderall.
Oh.
I think you knew that though. Because when he said a prescription that started with A, it looked like you were starting to mouth the word Adderall and then you stopped yourself.
I was not.
Okay, and that's fine. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, and that's fine.
Are you prescribed Adderall?
No.
So where'd you get the Adderall? Because there's quite a few pills in there.
Right.
And it's in a pill bottle that's prescribed to you, but it's the prescription for that testosterone that you were talking about.
Schuler was taking a big risk with those pill labels and contents. The worst part, he didn't even have a prescription for Adderall, the drug he was supposedly using.
Prescribed this in the Army?
Yes.
How long have you been out of the Army?
2015, 2014.
In 4 or 5 years?
Yeah.
How often do you take the Adderall?
Whenever I like, can't think.
Whenever you can't. How many pills were you initially prescribed? Because there's still a decent amount in here.
A lot.
Where's the original pill bottle?
Probably at home somewhere. Or destroyed, or
Who is it? The same doctor that prescribed this anastrozole that prescribed this?
no.
In the end, Schuler wasn't the only DUI case that night. He had combined prescribed meds with over-the-counter drugs and was manipulating several doctors for prescriptions. This careless behavior led to his first arrest. Things got worse when he crashed into a yard and tried to run away, leading to another arrest. After these incidents, Schuler resigned from the Maricopa Police Department and later admitted guilt to DUI drug charges from both arrests. Cops sometimes think they have unlimited authority, but they can be proven wrong when their superiors or colleagues step in. This is exactly what happened in the next case, where an officer was arrested by his own colleague.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. What's the hurry?
I'm just in my way to work. I have like 11 minutes left.
You have 9 minutes left?
Yeah, I
Okay.
can win that 12.
Okay, and also, you're not staying in your lane.
I'm sorry, boss. I have a low tire. That's all it is.
Come back here and talk to me real quick.
The officer who was speeding over 100 miles per hour was later identified as Jordan Hernandez, a member of the Albuquerque police for 3 years. After pulling him over, the officer noticed signs of impairment in Jordan.
Yeah, so you're doing stand right here. So did you even see me on the freeway?
I didn't see you. I'm sorry.
Okay. You didn't see me at all?
No, sir.
You didn't see me at all?
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, you're doing a $112, and I turned around. I actually saw you in the median. I turned around, and I've been chasing you probably since the 2:12-ish.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So, did you do a favor? You have your weapon on you, right?
What's that?
You have your weapon on you?
Yes, sir.
Let's put it in your car real quick.
Okay.
And your taser. Over here. When does shift start?
12, sir.
12? Okay, start here. So, Mr. Hernandez, where are you coming from?
Las Lunas.
Where do you live at in Las Lunas?
What's that?
Where do you live at?
Hunting ranch.
Officer Jordan was on his way to a late shift when the other officer smelled alcohol on his breath. That's when he asked Jordan to do a field sobriety test.
Why can't you stay in one lane?
Because I'm trying to log on to all my stuff and everything like that.
Okay. So when did you start logging into it?
Honestly, I can show you. Like, I've been trying to log on and doing all my other stuff. That's the only reason.
Mr. Hernandez, when did you last drink alcohol?
Yesterday.
Okay, I'm gonna check your eyes real quick.
Okay.
Put your toes together. I'm gonna check your eyes.
Okay.
So nothing drink recently?
No, sir.
Okay, any major head injury?
Just a headache recently, but nothing crazy.
Okay. When did you graduate the academy?
About 3 years ago, sir.
Okay. Was I one of your instructors?
What's that?
Was I one of your instructors?
No, sir.
Okay. See my fingertip?
Yes, sir.
Follow my fingertip with your eyes only. And don't move your head.
Yes,
So, Mr. Hernandez, can you explain why I would smell alcohol from your breath?
I don't know why, sir.
Okay, here we go. Don't move your head.
The officer was pretty sure Hernandez was over the limit, but he went ahead with the required tests. During the walk and turn test, the officer could clearly see Hernandez's true condition.
Directly in front. Head to your sides.
Can I take off my mags?
You,
I can't see it over my bag.
sure, go ahead.
Okay. Can I put them on your hood?
You can put them in your car.
Okay. Sorry, I can't see over my hood. Or my mags.
Any questions?
No, sir.
You feel understand what I want you to do?
Yes, sir.
Next up will be step number 1.
1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9.
In addition to the walk and turn test, the officer also gave Jordan some basic tests as part of following protocol.
Come backwards from the number 58 to 43 backwards.
Yes, sir.
Don't sing them. Don't sing them.
Don't sing them?
Yeah, just come backwards.
Okay. 58, 57, 56, or sorry, 40 or 58 to where?
43.
43, okay. 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 44, 45, 44, 43.
You done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The alphabet.
Yes, sir.
Starting with the letter H as in Henry, stopping at the letter R as in Robert. Recite them forward. Don't sing them.
H star,
H star.
HIJKLMNOPQR.
Even though Jordan performed the test with better control, the officer had already made his decision and arrested him for drunk driving.
I believe that you're well over the legal limit.
Okay.
Okay, go and take care of you. So I will do the favor of that. Would you disagree with me?
I wouldn't agree with you, sir.
No, I said would you disagree with me?
I would disagree with you.
Okay. Did you do great in the fields? No. Do you know how to do the field sobriety test? Yes. Your speech. I've never heard you speak. The strong odor. Your eye movements. Okay.
Okay, but my eye movement and nothing else. Like,
Okay.
I'm not going to argue.
Well, I know you're not.
I'm good. Here.
Officer Jordan felt unfairly treated since he passed the field sobriety tests. However, the officer couldn't ignore his blurry eyes and the smell of alcohol.
Do you want me to give him a call?
We'll call him in a minute.
You honestly, you don't need to do all that. Like, I can.
Well, you can have your gun belt. Yeah.
What do you want?
Or this thing?
Yeah.
Did that come off?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're going to take it out.
Okay. Do you want me to put it in my unit?
Yeah. Face front of my police car? Yep. Look your hands.
The officer refused to take a breath test and was taken to the police station.
You take our test. Every time I'm asking for a breath test.
No, sir.
Okay, sir, I can't afford you to take our test, but if you refuse, you will lose your next driver's license or non-resident operating privilege for 1 year. If you are convicted in court for driving while under the influence, you may also receive a greater sentence if you have refused to be tested. Furthermore, you'll be charged with aggravated DWI, which you know. With that in mind, do you want to submit to a breath test?
No, sir.
Do you feel turn around this way? Open your mouth. Lift your tongue. Nothing in your mouth. It's now 12:06. Okay. And I'll take the fine from you. And then we'll call your sergeant. I gotta call my lieutenants anyway.
What's that?
Officer Jordan was eventually charged with driving under the influence and placed on administrative leave while an internal investigation took place. On May 28, 2022, Officer Nathan Dye from the Olean Police Department was on his routine patrol when he noticed a car swerving between lanes. He then initiated a traffic stop and approached the driver. Nathan's first reaction was noticing the driver's bloodshot eyes, which suggested they might be drunk. However, he had no idea that the driver was Hazelwood Police Chief Greg Hall, who was about to show off his status.
N 4 Henry Frank, Charles 89, 4 Henry Frank, Charles 89, on a white Honda Ridgeline. How you doing tonight, sir? Do you have your driver license and insurance? Where you come from tonight?
I'm actually from B-Halls, the White Castles,
Oh, okay.
Even the officer was surprised when he realized he had pulled over a veteran police chief. He suggested a simple test to the chief, but that was just the start of the situation.
You
You've been weaving quite a bit.
Well, I know, because I was eating my...
Okay, eating while you're driving. Okay. Well, how long has it been since your last drink?
Flowers.
A couple hours. Okay.
I'm a police officer.
Where you work at?
Hazelwood.
Hazelwood? Okay. How long you been out in Hazelwood?
Since 1979.
Oh, wow.
I'm actually the police chief.
You're a police chief? Hazelwood? All right.
Chief Hall's breath smelled of alcohol, and he struggled to speak clearly. It was quite evident that he was intoxicated, but Officer Nathan still had to perform the mandatory sobriety test.
Waterford Crossing? Okay. How about this, Chief? Just so I feel comfortable knowing you're not intoxicated and you're okay to go. Can you just recite the alphabet starting with letter D and ending on the letter N without singing? So D to N without singing. Starting on the letter D and ending on the letter N without singing. So D to N without singing.
However, the chief refused to take the sobriety tests and instead requested a breathalyzer test right away.
And, all right. Chief, do you have your police ID and stuff with you?
Nathan was shocked by the breathalyzer results, which showed the chief was 3 times over the legal limit. Realizing the seriousness of the situation, Nathan called his sergeant, who arrived at the scene right away.
You got it with them?
209 day 10-8.
Talking about him.
Oh, yeah? All right. Chief, like I said, it's been... What time did you leave B Hall at?
Since the hockey game was over.
Since hockey. I hear that they've lost in like the last few seconds or something. Jeez.
The sergeant was stunned by the situation, but seeing that everything was recorded on body cam and dash cam, he decided to let Nathan proceed with the field sobriety tests. Things took a turn for the worse when the chief was asked to perform the walk and turn test.
How much longer do you have left out at Hazelwood?
Pardon me?
How much longer do you have left out at Hazelwood? Are you just...
9 months.
9 months?
Yeah.
You ready to be retired?
So
Yeah. Yeah. I can only imagine how much things have changed since you started in law enforcement and seeing the way it's gone.
Chief Hall never seemed confident, so the officer stepped in and calmly guided him through the test. However, the chief then ended the test early and made a unique proposition to the officer.
As you know, this isn't admissible in court or anything like this. It just gives me a better idea, where you're at, how much, alcohol is still in your system, whether we need to figure out something, get you a ride or something.
John Neske, the police chief of the Olean Police Department, was called by the officers because they had no other choice. It was disheartening to see how the law was bent for a law enforcement officer. Instead of being arrested and taken to the police cruiser, Chief Hall was allowed to sit in his car while waiting for John Neske to arrive. Meanwhile, Officer Nathan and his sergeant talked about how helpless they felt in that situation.
Chief Hazelwood, he is hammered drunk right now.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah. He's over at 2. Yeah. He is hammered. He was dodging sniper fire out there. So weaving all over the place.
Is it all on the dash cam?
Yeah.
The driving and all the contacts so far?
Yes. So he lives not too far from here, up the street, off K, I think.
He's the current chief.
Yeah. Says he's like six to 9 months or something away from retirement.
What's he said?
What's that?
What has he said?
What has he said?
Yeah, has he said anything? Has he...
Said that he was coming from B-holes and went to White Castle to get some food and then was heading home.
Eventually, Chief Neske arrived and, without any issues, calmly handled the situation with the intoxicated Chief Hall. Hall was let go without being charged or cited, which was shocking. Despite clearly breaking the law, Chief Hall retired on January 1st, 2023, without facing any consequences. He received all his retirement benefits and was even paid for his time off. In July 2024, Sean Paul Reyes, widely known as Long Island Audit, was performing a First Amendment audit at a U.S. postal office in Annapolis, Maryland, when some individuals began to get aggressive.
Why are you recording?
Oh, I'm just filming, ma'am.
Huh?
You can't do that in a federal building.
I can't record in a federal building? Why? Why?
The law.
It said so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sir, please turn it off.
But I'm not breaking any laws. I'm just filming.
Sir, turn it off. It's against the law in a federal building.
What law? Do you know the law?
Government law. Sir, let me go get it, Greg.
Yeah, I don't think there is no law, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Hey, Justin!
Sir, you can either turn that off or I'll call the police.
Ma'am, you can do whatever you'd like, okay?
These government employees often confuse constitutional laws with local policies. Mistaking an unconstitutional policy for a law shows a lack of understanding.
Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to stop recording, and if not, I'll be calling the sheriff's office right now.
Why would you call this? Who are you?
This is a federal building.
Yeah.
And I'm actually a supervisor. My name is Justin. This is actually a federal building. You're not allowed to record in the post office. So I'm going to ask you to please stop recording.
Your name is Justin?
Yes.
And you're a supervisor here?
Yes. And can you please stop recording me?
I'm sorry, sir. I'm not going to be able to do that.
Okay, you're not? Okay. No problem.
There's video cameras all over here. So you know.
Come on.
There.
I already know that.
Okay.
Son of the police officer.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just saying they're recording you. Why can't I record?
We're talking about you. You're not.
Well, what's the difference?
There's a big difference.
What makes it different?
Recording for their safety, not for yours.
Oh, okay. So it's okay for them to record, but not for me?
That's right.
Gentleman wants to record, feels entitled to record. I informed him that we don't allow recording in the post office. He says he doesn't want to comply. And so I asked him to leave, he won't leave.
The building manager, Justin, quickly realized that Sean wasn't easily intimidated or scared. He stood his ground confidently, even knowing that an officer would likely be called.
Sir, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, sir.
My name is Officer Queen, Annapolis City Police Department, okay?
Okay.
I just want to inform you that we are being recorded right now, all right?
Okay, your body cam is on?
I'm sorry?
Your body cam is on?
It is.
Okay, great.
Gentlemen, here is an employee of the Post Office. This is a federal building. You cannot record in the federal building.
Okay, Officer McQueen.
Yeah.
I want to show you something, and maybe you too, supervisors. What was your name again?
Justin.
Justin. So I'm going to bring you over here, and I'm going to show you these. This is the rules and regulations governing the conduct on postal property.
Okay.
If you read right here, photographs for news purposes may be taken, and commercial purposes may be taken in entries, lobbies, foyers.
Is that photographs?
Photographs, video.
Does it say photographs and video or just photographs?
Photographs and video are the same thing, officer.
Photographs and video is two different things.
Same
One's
thing.
Photo, one is video.
I'm telling you, I am a journalist.
Okay.
I'm working on a story on this post office.
Okay.
So not only does the rules and regulations allow me to be here, but the First Amendment of the Constitution, freedom of press, allows me to be here and record. This is a public building.
Actually, if you want to do what you're talking about, you actually have to get permission from
Unfortunately, Justin, that's not true.
Officer McQueen is aware of the situation and makes his point. Meanwhile, Justin, the building manager with a lack of understanding, keeps making invalid arguments and ends up being taught a lesson by Sean.
I'm independent.
Okay, so do you have any type of identification on you?
No, I don't need any identification.
How do I know you work for the press?
No, well, everybody has the freedom of press, sir.
Oh, but you said you work for the press. You are the press.
I am the press.
Okay.
Yes, I am the press.
So
And I'm a journalist. I'm a journalist working on a story on the post at the post office.
Okay.
If you prevent that in any way, you will be violating my civil rights. You'll be violating my rights to film. Okay. I can film in a public lobby.
So does that say photographs or video?
This grants me the permission to take videos in the lobby. So
does that say photographs or video?
Maybe you should talk to the postmaster. Maybe he's a supervisor, and I get that, but maybe you should talk to the postmaster because the postmaster will be more knowledgeable on the subject. And on top of that, I have freedom of press. I can record in public buildings. This is a public building. I know you said it's a federal building, but federal means public. It's the same thing.
Although Officer McQueen initially appeared to have some understanding of federal law and the Constitution, his ridiculous points suggest otherwise. He mainly relied on his habit of asking for ID and seemed out of his depth. Eventually, he called for his supervisor.
No, I am not.
You're on federal property. Outside there.
Well, hold on.
You are on federal
property. I don't like you guys behind me. Hold on, I don't like you guys. You guys obviously have nothing to do. This is not private property. This is public property. This is public property.
This is not public
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 officers for a man with a camera. And I just told you that. It's the rules. That's federal law, by the way.
Be taken with only permission of the local postmaster. I'm not well versed when it comes to that.
So I would. Can I get your name and badge number? I didn't get it. Can I get it, please?
Yeah.
What is it?
Absolutely.
What is it?
I'm giving it to you.
Oh, okay. You're gonna give me a card.
Dude, man, like, what is your hostility, man?
I don't have a hostility.
Are you trying to prove something?
I don't have a hostility. That's a mischaracterization of me.
Listen to me, man.
You've been barking at me since you got here.
You start videotaping people. It starts creeping people out, man.
I'm not videotaping anybody in particular.
Everyone hides behind the First Amendment because it's the First Amendment. You can do whatever you want. I'll say whatever you want on video camera. I have no problem. I'm a photographer as well. I've got my master's in photography. You just start going into people's public businesses and you start like this.
So
like this,
okay. Listen, that was uncalled for.
With no other option, the postmaster was called in because Sean stood firm on his rights and educated the uninformed officers about the law.
Mask, your name and what position you hold?
Postal Inspector Owens.
Postal Inspector Owens? Okay. Yeah, no, I was just filming the lobby, and they told me inside that it's against federal law. And I told them that it wasn't, and I referred them to Postal 7. I've talked to your offices before, and I'm sure you're well aware of what it is I'm doing here and stuff like that, so I don't have a problem. There's nothing.
Okay. You just know as long as you're doing it, you can't record
behind the counter. Correct.
Transactions.
Correct, sir. I know that. Or restricted areas. I know that.
Yep.
But everywhere else I can film.
Right, yeah.
Great.
Public space is accessible and
Yeah. So we're good?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go, McQueen. I told you were going to learn today. You wanted to learn, you told me, and I told you somebody's going to come and help you.
McQueen is left speechless after Sean quickly proves him and other policy enforcers wrong. Shortly after, the postal inspector arrives and surprisingly supports Sean, humbling all the overbearing officials.
So basically, you just told me everything that I was going to tell you. You're okay to be in here. Okay, First Amendment right, you're absolutely correct. What you have to do is you have to stay out of the way, like if a customer line for the customers backs up, you can't block it. You can't impede anything. You certainly can't go up to the counter and film the.
Sir, what was your name again?
Schultz.
Schultz. Inspector Schultz.
Inspector Schultz.
Inspector Schultz. Obviously, I know what I'm doing. I understand you're trying to tell me what to do, but I know I know what I'm doing.
I'm just going. It's good. I know you do.
Okay, just so you know, I already know.
No,
I'll let you say it though.
I get you.
That's fine. You can say whatever you want. Okay, I know.
I want you to make sure that you hear me say it.
Okay, great.
Yeah, just as you said before, you weren't filming those transactions.
Nope.
Don't. Okay. If you want to stay in this common area and kind of quietly disappear into the framework and do all your filming,
That's what I was doing. Thank you.
This situation highlights how little Postal Service employees know about their own policies, showing us as a nation that we need to be more aware of our laws and stand up for our rights. On October 26, 2019, a Las Cruces police officer was dispatched after a witness reported a woman sleeping inside her car. The witness said she had been driving erratically and might be impaired. When the officers arrived, they found the woman sleeping comfortably in her vehicle.
Ma'am? Las Cruces PD. Can you wake up?
Right now, let 950 know, let Central know that there is no male. That's right. There is a female passed down the passenger seat.
Yeah.
I'm calling in by the, you can hear a female.
Ma'am, can you get up? I need you to wake up. Who else is with you? Just you?
The woman passed out in the car was Las Cruces police detective Stephanie Carabajal. It was clear she had been drinking heavily, and the officers were determined to address the situation.
For the last 20 minutes, I know you don't have
No, I need you to get up. Get up. 950 Central 49. There's gonna be no male with this vehicle, just a female passed out.
Yeah, turn off the...
Oh, get up now.
This car up here, we're not sure.
Get out of the vehicle. Go ahead and get out of the vehicle for me. I'm giving you a lawful order to step out of the vehicle. Do it now.
Your own lawful order?
Step out of the vehicle.
Okay, stupid.
Right here. Who else is with you?
What do you mean? Who else is with me? Look in the car.
Wait right there, ma'am. Wait right there.
What are you talking about?
Wait right there, ma'am.
This is my own lawful order.
Ma'am, just wait. Wait in the car. Wait in the car, please. Wait in the car. That's why I'm asking you. Wait in the car.
Look in your own car. You want to look at my car?
Steph,
No.
look in the car. Just have a seat in the car.
Okay, then
have a seat in the car. Sit in the car. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Instead of performing field sobriety tests and arresting Detective Carabajal for DUI, the officers contacted the New Mexico State Police, asking them to investigate the incident. Meanwhile, Detective Carabajal continued to relax in her truck. As the officers awaited the arrival of a supervisor, one of them approached the witness who had called to get more details about what had initially happened.
I was going towards the movies, going on the highway, on the frontage, and I noticed these people were honking. I'm like, well, what are they honking at? And I looked to the right because she was in the
regular unit or
she was a white younger girl. And she looked like that. I know they
she was asleep?
Yeah, and so I freaked out because
was there anyone else in the truck with her? No.
And so I started honking, and she had her window rolled down, and I was like, "Are you okay?" She's like, "Yeah." And then she went straight.
When she said yeah, did she seem fine?
No, she didn't. That's why I followed her.
It appeared the witness had done a valuable service by following the drunk detective. Otherwise, she might have caused serious harm to herself and others on the road. Given her condition, she definitely should not have been driving.
Turned to make a U-turn, but she was swerving. And I was like, you know what?
She was not maintaining her lane?
Yeah. I was like, I better call the cops in case she is intoxicated or...
So you suspected she was driving drunk?
And because I'm afraid that, she's going to end up killing herself, she's going to kill somebody else, and I'm going to be guilty for it. So she got on the freeway, on the highway, she went this way, and that's when I called 911, and I was following her, and then she's slowed down, but she's going 10 miles per hour on the right lane. And people were...
How far was she going 10 miles an hour? How long?
When I was going, I don't know if she noticed me again that I was following her or what, and that's when she pulled, and then she stopped right there.
The officers continued to wait for a supervisor from the New Mexico State Police, concerned about potential bias in the investigation. After 30 minutes, Deputy Chief Paul Brock arrived and confronted Detective Carabajal.
Right here on 70? Okay, was she in the right lane?
The deputy spoke with Detective Carabajal and eventually asked her to exit her vehicle. It was time for her to undergo field sobriety tests. However, surprisingly, Detective Carabajal refused to take the field sobriety tests, leaving Deputy Chief Brock with no choice but to proceed with the arrest.
Okay, like the way you pulled me over?
Despite being clearly intoxicated, Detective Carabajal continued to argue with the officers, insisting she was only sitting in the passenger seat of the car. However, the witness claimed that she had recently exchanged seats before the police arrived.
So you guys want to sit here and talk to me like I'm...
What questions do you have?
Okay. We're gonna play games. Okay.
No, what questions do you have?
No, I don't have questions. So you're gonna arrest me for whatever you want.
You already played in the arrest.
As in the passenger seat of the car, and you're gonna arrest me for DWI. Got it. Passenger seat of DWI. Got it.
The police officers ignored Detective Carabajal's protests and proceeded with the arrest. She was taken to the police station, where she was charged with aggravated DUI and blocking traffic. In December 2019, the Las Cruces Police Department fired Carabajal and suspended her license. However, in 2021, the charges against her were dropped due to a judge's ruling that her right to a speedy trial had been violated. On July 4, 2022, Officer Mayorga was seen driving his police cruiser recklessly on a highway in Florida by several citizens. He reportedly sped and ignored stop signs, creating a serious risk to those around him. He was quickly reported to the police, resulting in an unexpected traffic stop for the officer.
Why is it all yellow? It's all good. Hey, Officer Oscar, why don't we come back out here real quick? Come back here, boss man. It's all good.
Hey, man. So, can you just put your hands on the roof for me? I'm gonna remove your, okay? You got any other weapons?
No, but I'm prone to seizures. You're prone to seizures? Okay, I'll turn my lights off real quick for you, all right?
I'm gonna put this in my car for the duration of this encounter, okay? Watch them. What's going on, man?
You know, my seizures might act up right now.
Okay, do you need EMS?
No. Here, let's just lean against my car real quick, all right? All right, right here. It may get a little hot because it's an old car. All right?
42 to 14.
Ready? And there's the car. We'll just stay right there, all right? Yeah. You don't have your clicker with you? No, sir. No? Okay.
Where's that thing you found?
You guys are more than welcome. It's all good. He said that his rifle's in the back. It was in the center console when I talked to him. It was in a cup holder. It's not there. You guys are more than welcome to...
What time did you get off work today, man?
Huh?
What time did you get off work?
6:30.
6:30? Yeah. What have you been doing? He's already disarmed, sir.
You're just very, very top heavy, and you almost fell. So I wanted to sit you down in the grass, okay? So
sit him in the back of the car.
You want to sit in the back of my car where there's AC? You're not in trouble.
Listen, do you need EMS or no?
No.
If you're acting like this way, I'd rather them come
Here.
and make sure you're okay.
Let's sit in the back where there's AC. All right, you're not in trouble.
No, I know. I'm just trying to...
The interrogating officers from the Eustis Police Department collected testimonies from citizens who had seen Officer Mayorga's reckless driving. These witnesses also criticized his dangerous behavior on the road.
This guy was from Lowe's in Mount Dora all the way
around a couple of blocks here, Center Street and whatever the other street is.
2031. I will give him a call back in a minute. I'm speaking to complaint again.
Yeah, Center Street and Firewood.
Yes, sir.
All over the road, stopping in the middle of the street, off the road, running stop signs, a lot of stuff going on.
Okay.
With this guy. And I tried to call the Poplar PD, of course, they say they closed. So we just called 911, I guess, and went to you guys.
Yes, sir.
I'm sure other people was probably calling you.
Okay.
But,
yeah, we got a call.
Yeah, he could be having a medical condition, but he was asleep. We passed by his car, he was asleep.
He was asleep?
He was
When did you pass by his car?
Right over here at Center and Firewood.
Okay.
We turned the corner. He was coming this way. We turned the corner because we kind of lost him.
All right. What's your name, man?
Officer Mayorga.
Said his name was Oscar.
Oh, is this your ID? No.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's not okay. Okay.
He came and he keeps stumbling.
Do you smell anything?
Yeah. And there's a
What do you
beer.
smell?
Alcohol.
Okay, I'm just making sure. What type of beer can?
He said it was in his center console when he first got there. It was.
Hey man, just sit down.
Hey. Sit down, sir.
We're just having EMS come check you out.
He moved the beer can because when
What
I got
type of
there,
beer can was it?
he moved it, put it in between the seat. So I looked in there, I saw it, so I grabbed it, and it said 7.5% alcohol, some kind of ale.
Ale?
It's like a.
July. India Pale Ale.
Sir, did you do anything to celebrate today, man?
No, sir.
No? Listen, man. It's
it's
better to be honest. In our profession,
I took a lot of Benadryl.
Listen, in our profession, you know it's best to be honest, right?
No, I know. Okay. No, I know. I took the Benadryl.
Deputies from the Eustis Police Department asked Officer Mayorga how much he had been drinking after discovering an open can of beer in his car. Hear Officer Mayorga's response to their questions.
There is an open container of alcohol in your vehicle. Have you been drinking at all today?
No, that's maybe 3 days old.
Okay. I smell the alcohol coming from your breath. Okay. Are you willing to perform standard field sobriety exercises?
Okay.
You are?
No.
You don't want to do them? Okay. Are you scheduled to work today?
Yeah.
You see where we're coming from, man? You're not making any sense.
No, I do. No, I do.
Hey, Oscar. Can I call you Oscar?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and take your belt off for me, man? Yeah, we'll take everything and everything will be in your car. You have your keys to your car too?
They're in the cars. Go grab his keys.
Alright, I got it, man. Watch your radio. Is this a button on top?
Yeah.
Do you want to take your vest off too?
No, I'll leave it on.
Okay.
Mayorga also refuses to participate in field sobriety tests. After receiving assistance from Emergency Medical Services, EMS, he is held accountable for his unlawful actions.
EMS is right here. Hey, just be
It's
careful.
all good. We can just sit down.
No, sit down.
You gonna sit down with them?
Yeah. All right.
What? He won't do it. Yeah, let's go ahead and take your vest off, man. Are you gonna go to the hospital?
I mean, I guess not.
Do you want to go?
Not really, but
What do you guys think?
if you guys can take care of me right now, I wouldn't mind.
Well, we can't really treat you.
If you guys can just pretty much check me out.
Is there anybody in the car that can come get you?
My mom.
The sergeant's on his way. Oh, okay.
Do you have a knife in your pocket, man?
No, I don't.
So they're gonna have to take all his stuff, right?
Yeah,
His
so
gun and all
I'll
that.
stay here with the vehicle, the pen on the outside.
I got his signal zeros in
Yeah.
my car.
Alright, let's go ahead and get
He
that.
doesn't have any of
No, this. I made sure. Hey, can you stand up for me, mommy?
Yeah.
All right, just come up towards me. Turn around. turn around. I'm gonna pat you down for. Okay.
I am really just begging you. I don't want to go to jail.
Listen. Well, hey, we're gonna detain you and we're gonna figure it out, okay? Go ahead. Don't get a resistance.
No. Of course not. No, of course not.
42 is his driver is detained right now. Just take a seat for me.
Yeah.
You want to sit them on your driver and passenger seat?
Just gotta stick in my pocket right here. Sorry. Take a seat. Take a seat. The other side over here. On this side. On this side. Alright, just don't touch your mouth, okay, for the next 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Do what?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Just don't touch your mouth, alright?
Do you mind if I use the bathroom?
I have to wait 20 minutes, okay? I have to redo the breath test.
Officer Mayorga was arrested and charged with driving under the influence, DUI. His blood alcohol level was 0.39, well above the legal limit of 0.08. He was placed on administrative leave. In May 2020, a YouTuber known as Civilian decided to exercise his First and Second Amendment rights by carrying a holster at his side. This action upset someone in his area, prompting them to call the police. The ensuing conversation between the police officer and Civilian was quite astonishing.
Can you identify yourself?
What was that?
Name and badge number, please.
Huh?
Name and badge number, please.
Officer Bargeneer, Alpha Police Department.
What can I do for you?
Department, man.
I don't consent you to walk any further.
What was that?
I do not consent you to walk any further.
Okay. You got a gun?
I'm open carrying today, yes.
Okay. Well, I was just here because somebody called you guys in suspicious.
Okay, I'm just walking around exercising my First and Second Amendment rights.
Okay. All right, yeah, man. That's, you got, what's your name, man?
I don't answer questions. Could you please identify yourself again, please?
Officer Bargeneer.
Badge number, please.
6973.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, so, yeah, that's, somebody thought you guys were suspicious, you know, so none major. Okay.
Nothing major at all. I have no ill will, no bad intentions towards anybody.
Okay. Do you have a... That's cool. Yeah, what's your name, man?
I don't answer questions. You can call me Good Citizen.
Good citizen? Okay. You live here?
I don't answer questions.
Why is that?
So I'm not legally obliged to answer any questions.
Okay. So do you live here, or... I'm just asking, man.
I would prefer to remain silent.
Okay. All right.
Am I being detained?
You're not.
Okay. This is a consensual conversation.
What was that?
This is a consensual conversation.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll allow you to proceed. Again, I've got no ill intent, no ill will towards anybody. I've got a Second Amendment right to walk around with my...
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out who you are. You got, which I applaud you, man. It's okay to have a...
Well, can I ask you something then?
What's that?
If you applaud me and you're aware that this is a Second Amendment right and you've...
Well, I got a call saying there was 2 suspicious males in all black, so...
Is suspicion a felony or a misdemeanor?
Depends what you're doing, man.
Well, no, suspicion's not a crime. Can I have your name and badge number, please?
My name?
And badge number, please.
It's 5'2".
Thank you. Officer Meyer, 5'2".
The corrupt officer is frustrated because his authority doesn't seem to affect the civilian, who refuses even to reveal his name. This situation highlights that no one has challenged his misuse of power until now.
And you didn't tell me what you were doing.
Yes, I did. I'm walking around exercising my Second Amendment right. That's literally it. That's literally all I'm doing.
What's your name, buddy?
You can call me Good Citizen, Sir, or Boss Man.
No, I won't call you either of those. You realize you have to identify yourself to a police officer?
Have I committed a crime today?
You have to identify yourself to a police officer.
Have I committed a crime? I'm not required.
Identification, yeah, you are committing a crime.
So under what suspicion? What's your RAS?
We were called out for a suspicious call. That's what
Right, is suspicion a misdemeanor or a felony?
You identify yourself with me on these calls, okay?
I'm not required to identify myself unless I've committed a crime.
Identify yourself. You are required by law if we ask you to identify yourself. So don't look towards your gun.
No, I'm making sure we're 6 feet apart. I won't look down. I won't move my hands. My hands are up here.
Yeah, I see your hands. They're
Okay.
gonna stay there.
Yes, sir. Listen, I do not consent to any search or seizure. This is my Fourth Amendment right. But if it makes you more comfortable, I will not resist you seizing my property from me.
Your property? What are you talking about, man?
My firearm on my side right now.
Okay.
If it makes you feel more comfortable, I'm not allowing you to do so. But I will not resist at all if you decide you want to seize my property from me and just put it aside while we have this conversation so you feel more at ease.
As a second officer arrives, the situation doesn't get any better, as it appears that both officers are equally corrupt.
Got a call that there was 2 males wearing all black. There was no in the description. I was just 2 males all black with a camera. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. And I happen to see you 2.
So, which part of that is suspicious or illegal?
I'm trying to figure out what was so suspicious about what you guys were doing.
Well, that's up to you to discern.
And that's what we're trying to do.
Listen, I'm just trying to get to the bottom. Like, what's your name, man? That's all I want.
Well, if I give you my name, then you can just run that or whatever your intentions are.
Because I don't want to call you Guy or, you know, a lot of people get butthurt about things like they don't want to get called.
Well, let's assume that I don't get butthurt by this.
And also, I'm doing an investigation right now. So
Yes, sir.
I would like your name to
put it on the record.
Put in
for the paperwork.
Yep.
Yeah. Well.
That's all, man.
Well, if I'm not committing a crime, then
how are we to know that you don't have a felony and you're carrying a weapon? If you don't identify yourself, how are we to know that you're not committing a crime?
What reasonable suspicion do you have to believe that it is not my vehicle?
After a prolonged period of unnecessary friction and arguing, a third officer steps in. Within less than a minute, he diffuses the situation effortlessly, as if it were child's play.
Just exercising my rights. If exercising your rights makes it more, if me exercising my rights makes it more difficult for you, then what's the point of you enforcing any rights? You see what I'm saying?
So you scream out the amendments and all that. You know we have a job to do, man.
Yes, sir.
We just can't let.
Did you swear an oath to defend the Constitution when you took your job?
What was the original complaint? Two suspicious males with a camera.
Okay.
Wearing all black, so that's all I got.
Well, black's just a color.
Okay. Were you on the sidewalk?
Yes, sir.
Did you try to go into buildings?
No, sir.
Were you just walking?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You didn't yell at anybody? Nothing
I
like
didn't
that?
say anything to anybody.
Okay. Who called this in? No clue? Okay.
I was just dispatched.
Where was he at when you approached?
They were right here.
Okay. You sent another guy?
I'll tell you, I'll explain.
I believe our job here's done.
Yes, sir.
So.
Thank you. Could I have your name and badge number, please?
Yeah, Officer Vance, 7-5.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Take care.
Yep, you guys have a great day.
Just like that, the boss shows why he's in charge. Props to the auditor for knowing and standing up for his rights. People like him are why corrupt cops haven't completely taken over. On April 9th, 2022, a Michigan State police officer was caught using excessive force on an innocent man simply walking by on Weber Street in Saginaw, Michigan. The arrest was clearly unlawful, as there was no suspicion of any criminal activity. Get ready, because what happens next is truly shocking.
Ain't doing nothing. I'm not even doing nothing. I'm not. Y'all got y'all cameras on? Yep. Please don't. Put your hands behind your back. Come on, put your hands behind your back. Come on, time to do that to me. Hey!
Custody. Anybody else responding?
Y'all ready to beat my ass like this? What I do to you?
Looks like a great 4-door sedan.
What gun? I swear to God, I'm suing your bitch ass. You see what my ass, right? I ain't got no, never had no. Thank you for beating my and I hope your camera was on. I hope your camera was on. Man, looks like there was plenty of reasons. For what reason? Your resistance? I never did. Never did. You're doing it right now. Never did. Feel like never did. Never did. Okay.
What's his name?
I don't know. What right there where you're standing. No, I had it out because I was gonna tase him, but
No, I just... Maybe it's because he's got like reflective stuff on his, like shiny stuff on his jacket.
I don't know, man. What's up? I ain't robbed nobody. I ain't nobody. I ain't.
Where do you guys see him at originally?
Right here.
So there's no chance he threw nothing?
No, he didn't even see us until we turned our lights on.
Is anybody missing anything?
It's appalling that an officer could treat an innocent person like that. It's a clear case of assault and a violation of human rights, showing a misuse of the authority granted to him by his position.
He didn't resist and struck at all.
Yeah, you see that stuff there?
Yeah, in the back.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I walked But they just look like wires, you know, whenever it was on top on the ground. I thought.
Can I get out?
No, just sit there.
I'm beat the f up. He beat me the f up. Him right there. No, look at my face. I didn't do shit to him. I didn't do nothing. So I want a report on every thing. I never resisted arrest like that. I didn't do nothing to him. I didn't say nothing to him. He caught me, grabbed me, and beat me the f up. So I want help. I need help. I need an ambulance. I need everything. My face hurt. I'm finna cry. I'm f***ed up about this. No. So what you want to say? Like, I'm beat the f up. All right, is your camera on? You got a camera? Anybody got a camera? No, nobody got a camera. All right. So can y'all turn y'all cameras on, please? First or nothing. I'm okay.
Check him or not? Can check his blood pressure any other way?
Please take my blood pressure.
You can't take him.
I'm okay.
We just followed him on the side.
I'm not going to fight with you guys.
3 to 4 minutes.
I promise.
Take him out of handcuffs.
I'm not going to fight with you guys. I'm not going to fight
with you guys. So we can do everything else other than whatever he just was going to come out of handcuffs for.
Drinking, but I'm okay.
So I can't, you know, without getting vitals or anything like that, I'm not doing anything for him.
Okay. I mean, check with the officer.
Yeah, car coming like so. Oh man, you're right. You don't know. I was not fighting with you. I'm like, oh wow, what did I do to you? You jumped out and tried to beat me the f up. I didn't do nothing to you. Never said nothing to you. You stopped me and beat my ass like that. Whoever the f I was, you ain't say nothing to me. You ain't say, hey, stop none of that. You stopped and beat my ass. What's your name? Sir?
What's that?
What's your name?
Arrowwood.
Huh?
Arrowwood.
Arrowwood?
Yep.
Thank you for arresting me. And I hope everything be good for you and me.
It's completely shocking that despite the innocent man pleading for help and protection, none of the other officers on the scene took any action or listened. They need to be held accountable for their illegal actions and should be fired immediately. This man endured severe harassment. On November 24th, JSO officer Justin Peppers stopped Smith, an African-American veteran, because his window tints were too dark. However, as soon as the veteran stopped, Officer Peppers surprised him with his aggressive behavior.
Don't move. I ain't moving. What's up?
Can you unlock it?
Huh? Reach right there. Man, just
Don't worry about
there.
it. You keep your freaking hands out the window and shut your mouth. I'll figure it out. Yeah. He's riding.
What's up, officer? What's going on?
What's up?
How's it going?
What is going on?
Come on, you gonna buckle me? I'm traveling. What's up? I ain't doing now. Come on. Okay. I know what I did.
Act like you didn't want to stop. Hey.
What you mean? I got pull up in the same spot. Okay.
You have a medical marijuana card, sir?
No.
Smoking? No, with you, Lord. You just want a voice note now. I'll put it in the No?
You smoke it or not?
What do you mean? What's that?
All right. Sounds good.
What's up with this?
Let me see. Keep your feet
Is that
out.
something he has, or was that you? That sound?
I don't know. What was that? I heard it too.
Pleasant sound. Thought it was coming from him right here.
You have an alarm or something on you?
Huh?
You have an alarm or something on you?
No.
Officer Justin didn't give the veteran a chance to understand what was happening and immediately arrested him using excessive force. But that's not all. Watch what the officer does next.
Right now, you might be going to jail.
For what?
I'll talk to you about that in a second.
Okay.
You're not under arrest,
Okay.
but I have to read your rights so that I can let you talk to me and ask you questions.
Okay.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to an attorney before we ask you questions and have an attorney present during questioning. If you can't afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you at no cost before question begins. And if you answer questions now, you can stop at any time and consult an attorney. Okay. You understand all that?
Uh-huh.
So, what makes this spot safer for you than where I tried to stop you?
I mean, y'all hit the lights on. I ain't want to pull in the middle of the road. That's dangerous for y'all. I didn't want to pull in a well-lit area. You get y'all out of traffic.
Okay.
I ain't seen y'all circle
Wait,
at
so
the
are you
store.
trying to be safe? You're trying to find a safe spot for you or for me?
For both of us.
No, you don't get to do that.
Okay, that's understandable.
You can make a claim that you're trying to make a safe spot for you. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
All right. Why is this spot safer than that spot?
It's a well-lit area. I mean, it's not in the middle of the road.
Do you see all those? Do you see all those street lights down there?
I understand what you're saying.
So
but
why is this spot more well lit than down there?
I mean, what was so detrimental between me stopping right there and stopping right here?
Well, actually, I'd like to ask you that. Why did you keep driving?
I just told you that. I just told you that. Why would
There's
I
a
want
lot
to
of
stop in the middle of the
moving
road?
around in that car.
You just looked in it.
There's a lot of moving around whenever.
When?
Whenever I have my lights
I
on.
rolled the windows down, put my driver's license, my registration out the window. That's the shit I'm supposed to. Y'all first pull somebody over, right? Y'all ain't do none of that. Come on, I'm not supposed to stop a
First of all,
law-abiding citizen.
Shut your mouth. No, you're trying to talk over me and you're trying to set up a defense for yourself. Because what you did is called fail to obey. It's a fleeing charge and it's a felony 3.
Okay.
If you'd like to go to jail on a felony charge, I'm good with it.
I will not.
All right. Well, then quit trying to talk your way out of this and just talk to me and actually tell the truth. Because I'm not stupid. Okay? I know you're trying to play me.
Okay.
So why didn't you stop?
I just told you why I didn't
Because you
stop.
think that
you
you're smarter than everyone
Look what you
else.
just did to me. You just snatched me out my car. I rolled the windows down and gave my license, my registration. You ain't read me no right. You snatched me out the car.
You're damn right I did. Why did I do that? Why?
I don't know. I had the slightest idea.
How about because?
Run my name.
For 300 yards, I had my lights. Did you? How many different sirens did I turn on?
Listen, I'm a black man in
I'm
America.
asking you a question.
I am terrified of the police.
Mr. Black Man, I'm asking you a question. How many different sirens did I turn?
To make matters worse, the officers found a weapon in the veteran's car trunk, even though he was legally allowed to carry it. Despite this, they tried their best to use it as a reason to harass him.
Who's that? Is that his?
Yeah, he's RO. I'm doing a convicted felon check.
All right.
In a holster. This is odd. In the trunk. Like it got placed there from the front.
Was he reaching around in the back there? I mean, the seat goes down, bro.
He could have easily have reached over, pulled the seat down, and put it where it is.
Look at this. Not getting high-speed gear again. He was definitely moving around, and I saw his head ducking down a little bit. I thought that if anything, it'd be under on the passenger side floorboard or the driver's side floorboard.
Yeah.
Just because but that was only whenever I finally put like lights in his back window. What I saw. Where'd you buy the firearm?
Pawn shop on Atlantic Boulevard.
The store?
Yeah, pawn shop.
You did the paperwork?
Yeah, it might be in the car.
Okay. Well, when'd you get it?
It's been within a year.
Okay. So you did all the paperwork, the background check and everything?
Yeah.
So why would they, how come you can buy a gun but you can't have a CWL?
Hey, so what's the process of buying a gun, right? You go through the background. I've bought guns my whole life, bro. I'm a veteran. I served 10 years in the military.
So then why wouldn't you be able to get CWL is what I'm trying to get to.
But why is that an issue if I'm within my legal limit? That's what I don't understand.
Because I'm wondering if you're a prohibited possessor or just prohibited from purchasing or from what?
If I was prohibited from
I
purchasing,
know.
I would not be able to
You don't need to know what it
gun.
means. I know what it means.
Right or wrong, right? If
I know what it means. You don't need to know what it means. I'm just trying to ask questions to determine which category you fall into. Do you mind if I ask questions to verify that?
Of course.
Okay,
but
cool. So you did the background check,
yes.
right? And you purchased it, but when you did a background check for the CWL, they said no?
Well, I don't understand where these questions going. Like, it's
all right.
When the officer couldn't find any significant legal issues with the gun carry, he realized he was in a tough spot. Despite this, he tried to manage the situation and control the damage.
Who are you talking to up at the store there, dude? Do you know his name? Huh? Slim? What's his other names? So you don't know his other names? Was he smoking? Well, I was wondering if someone was smoking around your car because it smells like weed. What? Why does your voice go like this? Like, just chill, dude. That sounds like you're trying to like hide something or trying to. All right. So here's what we're gonna do, okay? I'm not going to take you to jail for felony, right? A fleeing charge. Even though you are eligible, and it would not be hard to explain why I believe that. But I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt and go ahead and say that I think you truly just were severely mistaken about the law. Okay? So, well, that's not safe for anybody. It's not safe for you. It's definitely not safe for me. Okay? Because when people do what you did, they're usually stuffing a gun under the seat, pulling a gun out from under their seat. I mean, I'm glad that you can laugh about it, but my wife and kids don't laugh about it. My wife and kids don't laugh about it. Okay? I'm glad you can laugh about it. All right? But the truth of the matter is that that's what I deal with. So I could have walked up to your car and said, hey, I stopped you because your windshield's tinted, your front windows are too dark. This is the reason for the stop. Can I have your license, please? Thank you very much. We could have done all that. But when you continue to drive while the police are sounding their sirens and beeping their horns at you for about 300 yards, that is far too long for you to be reasonably trying to get to a safe place.
The officer clearly feels guilty about his actions towards a veteran who has served the country for so long.
I'll give it to you this time, but I'll be honest with you, man. Like, it's not a smart thing to do, man. It just doesn't, it doesn't jive. The safety thing, look, if we're in like a dark street and there ain't no street lights or whatever, okay. If an unmarked car is pulling you over on some untraveled road, all right, and you want to get somewhere where there's a marked unit or where there's traffic, okay, I get it. But when there's like 3 police cars with lights and sirens, and horns honking at you, I mean, that kind of means, dang, I should stop now. It doesn't mean laugh at the police while we're trying to get you out of the vehicle. Like I said, I don't know what you just pulled out from under the seat or something. So that's why I had you keep your hands out the car. I don't want you taking. It takes half a second for you to grab a gun and shoot. It takes me, on a good day, 1.8 seconds to grab my gun and shoot. So that means I can get shot about 3 or 4 times before I even get my gun out of the holster. Right? So these are the kind of odds that I got to deal with, man. And that's why what you think is aggressive, all right, we didn't hit you, we didn't bam you, all right, we let you go to the ground on your own, right? But it is what it is, man. Like, if you were intending to do me harm, I can't give you that option, okay? So my traffic program is messed up, so I can't write a ticket right now. And we have gunshots down the road that I'm going to go respond to. So those 2 reasons are getting you out of the ticket tonight, okay? Your front windows are too dark though in your windshield, just so you know. Huh? Where you left it.
The internal investigation concluded that while Peppers' conduct was not acceptable, Smith was pulled over for a reason. Another report indicated that officers had established probable cause to search Smith's vehicle due to observed movement inside the vehicle and the smell of marijuana. Peppers and the task force were cleared of wrongdoing regarding the stop and restraint of the veteran. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with our latest videos.